Are you sure? Yeah. If you come, then you do it. Yeah, you do it. No, you play. No. Try this. I'll do another thing. Oh no, look. Then you could cook things. There's a shortcut? Oh, there's a shortcut. You didn't tell me.
सुत श्री श्रीमद अभय चरण अरविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिल भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिल गौर किशोर दास बाबाजी महाराज की जय विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिल भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय जय विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिल जगन्नाथ दास बाबाजी महाराज की जय नामाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की जय प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय मायापुर धाम की जय श्री श्री नवद्वीप वृंदावन धाम की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गंगा माई जमुना माई तुलसी महारानी भक्ति देवी की जय श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र की जय श्री श्री नृसिंह बराह देव की जय भक्त गौर श्री श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय हरे नाम संकीर्तन की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. So we all got this news in our WhatsApp message group that there was a glorious passage of Her Grace Archana Bhakti Mataji's mother on the past Ekadashi day. So let's all attentively and deeply chant the holy names for the safest journey of hers back to Godhead Krishna. Thank you.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakti Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Rasachaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhar, Sivasari, Gaura Bhakta. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Ram,
Hare Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Welcome back to our weekly program. Some devotees are delayed, but they'll soon join us. So before that, before we begin, I would like to share the message of Archana Bhakti Mataji. It is on our WhatsApp group. As I said earlier, before we chant, today our chanting will be dedicated to our mother's safe journey back to Godhead. She had definitely a glorious passage because she left her body on Ekadashi, which is very auspicious. So it is said that anybody who leaves their body on Ekadashi, they're sure to go back to Godhead. So, but I will read her message just to glorify her mom. So she messaged, Dear devotees, please accept my humble pranams, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. My mother Srimati Nandita Vijaya Lakshmi passed away this morning at 4:45 a.m. while all the Vaishnavas were observing Vijaya Ekadashi Vrata and attending a Mangalarati. Devotees from New Vrindavan, Philadelphia and Mayapur offered prayers to their deities for her. May their Lordship Shri Radha Madhava and Ashtasakis, Sri Panchatattva and Prahlad Narsingadev cast their merciful glance on her. I humbly seek your prayers and blessings for her so that she may receive Krishna Prem. She was a very saintly lady who endured many difficulties in life but remained faithful. She was a faithful wife, a loving mother, and a caring daughter and sister, and a devotee of Lord Krishna. She will always remain in our hearts as a shining example. Your humble servant, Archana Devi Dasi. So, with this, we'll begin our evening of Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. You all know that it's our special guest, His Grace Rasachaitanya Prabhu will take us into Srimad Bhagavatam. Do anybody remember what verse is it?
1.3.9.
1.3.9? Okay. So please open up your vedabase.net, 1.3.9. While you are doing so, I would like to introduce our dear friend. So I would like to take this opportunity to introduce our good friend, His Grace Rasachaitanya Prabhu, and those who are online. Rasachaitanya Prabhu is an exemplary disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. He got Harinam initiation in the year 1998 during Gaura Purnima festival and Brahmin initiation in the year 1999 during Radhashtami. So he joined ISKCON Delhi in 1993. His main services were fundraising, making life patrons, and serving food for life department. He also served ISKCON Mayapur in Kirtans, life member, preacher, and a fundraiser. He joined ISKCON Mumbai in 1997 as a preacher, counselor, and he got then initiated. He then became a full-time pujari, dressing deities, singing Vaishnava bhajans every day in the temple room in front of Sri Radha Radha Vihari. He then traveled to US and became full-time devotee in New Vrindavan, West Virginia. He also served ISKCON Philadelphia for a couple of years as a full-time devotee. He got married in 2005 in New Vrindavan. His wife is Grace Archana Bhakti Mataji. And they have raised a beautiful kids, 4 kids who are fully dedicated to Srila Prabhupada's movement. So you all have seen their kids, wonderful, wonderful kids. So their entire family is like a package. When they are here, when I invite, you don't need kartal players, you don't need badangam. They all come in one whole package. And preachers. Mataji is also a wonderful preacher. So we are missing her. Thank you, Prabhuji, for honoring our request to talk about Srimad Bhagavatam. Hari Bol.
हरे कृष्णा श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी
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 गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी
जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी
जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी
गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन
यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन
यमुना तीरा वनचारी
यमुना तीरा वनचारी
यमुना तीरा वनचारी
यमुना तीरा वनचारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Jaya Radha Vrindavan Chandra Radha Vrindavan
Jaya Radha Vrindavan Chandra Radha Vrindavan Chandra Radhe
Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva
Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra
Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Kala Nrsimha Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Kala Nrsimha
Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Baladeva Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Baladeva
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Gurudev
श्री राधा वृंदावन भगवान की जय विष्णुपाद ब्रह्मच परिवृजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सुत श्रीमद ऐसे भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की
जय
इसकोन फाउंडर श्री प्रभुपाद की
जय
जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवृजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सुत श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर श्री प्रभुपाद की
जय
जय श्री गौर किशोर दास बाबू महाराज की जय जय श्री भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर महाराज की जय जय श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाजी महाराज की जय षड गोस्वामी प्रवीण की जय नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय प्रिंस कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय मायापुनादि धाम की जय जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय गंगा मैया की जय यमुना मैया की जय तुलसी मैया की जय प्रभुपाद ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय जनिता गौर प्रेमानंद हरि ऑल ग्लोरी टू द असली all glory to the Samad all glory to the Samad all glory to Sri Guru and Gauranga all glory to Shri Prabhupada ki jai So we are going to study Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1st, chapter 3rd and verses 9. तुर्य धर्म कला सर्गे
तुर्य धर्म कला सर्गे
नर नारायणा वृषि
नर नारायण वृषि
भूत्वा आत्मो पशु मोपेतम्
बुद्ध्मात्मोपशुनोपित्वम्
अकरो दुश्चरं तपः
अकर्वो दुश्चरं तपः
तुर्य धर्म काले कला सर्गे
तुर्य धर्म कला सर्गे
नर नारायणा ऋषि
नर नारायण ऋषि
भूत्वा आत्मो पशु मोपेतम्
आत्मा पशुमुपेत्वम्
अकरो दुश्चरं तपः
अकरो दुश्चरं तपः
तुर्ये धर्म कला सर्गे
तुर्ये धर्म कला सर्गे
नर नारायणा ऋषि
नर नारायण ऋषि
भूत्वा आत्मो पशु मोपेतम्
त्वात्म पशुमुपेत्वम्
अकरो दुश्चरं तपः
अकरो दुश्चरं तपः तुर्ये धर्म कला सर्गे नर नारायणो ऋषि भूत्वा
From English one, try to English divided.
भूत्वा आत्म उपासना उपेतम
भूत्वा आत्मशुपेतम्
अकरो दुश्चरम तपः
अकरो
दुश्चरं तपः
तुर्ये धर्म कला सर्गे
तुर्ये धर्म कला सर्गे
नर नारायण ऋषि
नर नारायण ऋषि
पशमोपे
भूत्वा आत्मो पशु मोपेत
मकरो दुचरं तपः
करो दुश्चरं तपः
तुर्ये धर्म कला सर्गे
तुर्ये धर्म कला सर्गे
नर नारायण ऋषि भूत्वा आत्मो पशु मोपेतम्
अकरो दुश्चरं तपः
Oh, I thought that mother is going to read.
तुर्ये धर्म कला सर्गे
तुर्ये धर्म कला सर्गे
नर नारायण
नर नारायण ऋषि
भूत्वात्मो पशमोपेतम्
भूत्वा
आत्मो पशुमुपेत्वम्
अकरो दुष्करं तपः
अकरो दुष्करं तपः
Brinda, you like to read?
तुर्य धर्म कला सर्गे
तुर्य धर्म कला सर्गे
नारायण ऋषि
नर नारायण ऋषि
आत्मोपशमोपेतम्
बुद्ध्मात्मोपशमोपेत्वम्
अकरो दुश्चरं तपः
अकरो दुश्चरं तपः
Turye
तुर्ये
in the fourth of the line.
in the fourth of the line
Dharmakala,
Dharmakala,
wife of Dharmaraja.
wife of Dharmaraja,
Sarge,
Sarge,
being born of
being born of
Naranarayana,
Naranarayana,
named Nara and Narayana.
named Nara and Narayana,
Rishi,
Rishi,
sages.
sages,
Bhutva,
Bhutva,
becoming.
becoming,
Atma Upasama,
Atma Upasama,
controlling the senses.
controlling the senses,
Upetam,
Upetam,
for achievement of.
for achievement of
Akarod,
Akarod,
undertook.
undertook,
Duscharam,
Duscharam,
very strenuous.
very
Tapaha,
Tapaha,
penance.
penance.
Translation and proper by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the fourth incarnation, the Lord became Nara and Narayana, the twin sons of the wife of King Dharma. Thus, he undertook severe and exemplary penances to control the senses. Purport. As King Rishabha advised his sons, tapasya, or voluntary acceptance of penance for realization of the transcendence, is the only duty of the human being. It was so done by the Lord Himself in an exemplary manner to teach us. The Lord is very kind to the forgetful souls. He therefore comes Himself and leaves behind necessary instructions and also sends His good sons as representatives to call all the conditioned souls back to Godhead. Recently, within the memory of everyone, Lord Chaitanya also appeared for the same purpose, to show special favor to fallen souls of this age of iron industry. The incarnation of Narayana is worshipped still at Badri Narayana on the range of the Himalayas. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Mano Vishnu Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Sri Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, there are two things which we are going to discuss. There are many things, but two things mainly. The fourth incarnation of Lord Vishnu, Krishna, Nar Narayana. And second, Srila Prabhupada emphasized on tapasya. So first we'll discuss about Nara Narayan. Who is a Nara Narayan?
नारायण या भगवान कृष्ण का शब्द शोधा.
Nara Narayan. There are two words. Nara.
And Arjuna.
Arjuna. Yeah, Nara represents Arjuna and Narayana Krishna. You know. So still, this Nara Narayan, they are worshipped at Badrika Ashram, Badrinath. There is another Badrinath. It comes in a 84 Kos Parikrama in Vrindavan. And there is one Badrinath in Haridwar side, Himalaya side. So, I was reading, let's see. And Nara Narayan, there are Amsavatar of Krishna. There are many stories why Krishna took the form of Nara Narayana. So it says, Nara means like human being, and Narayan means Supreme God. If human being, like we see in Mahabharata, especially 5 Pandavas, and especially Arjuna, in a 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says to Arjuna, Arjuna, since you are my dear friend, my devotee, that's why I am delivering this most confidential knowledge to you, which is the king of education, and this is also the most secret of all secrets. And further he says, if someone doesn't have bhakti, faith in this process, he cannot achieve me, and after death, from next life onwards, he is going to get what? A repeated chain of repeated birth, death, old age and disease. Why he says to Arjuna? Because Arjuna is a great devotee of Krishna, dear friend of Krishna. And you see, in the life of Arjuna, so many problems happened, not Arjuna, all 5 Pandavas. But all these 5 Pandavas, they were totally 100% dedicated, surrendered to Krishna. And what Krishna says? Sarva dharma pratyaja mamekam sharanam braja. Give up all different types of practice, ritualistic, and simply surrender unto me and I'll take care of you. So, these 5 Pandavas, they didn't have anything. Srila Prabhupada says, they didn't have any shelter, only Krishna. And when Krishna was leaving them, and when Krishna started going for Dwarka, Kunti Maharani says, you are the only one who's having, who is our shelter. We don't have anyone else other than you. Very nice, wonderful poem. It's a collection of Kunti Maharani teachings. So, this whole thing is done by Krishna's only, just to show human being, normal people like us, since we are living in a material world, dealing with these 3 modes of material nature, and with our own 11 senses, 5 working senses and 5 knowledge acquiring senses, and on the top of all this 10 mind. So much struggle, internally and externally. Outside in the world, I'm sorry to say, I don't discriminate, but I'm telling you. Srila Prabhupada says, if somebody is not devotee of Krishna, he doesn't have any good quality. And then Prabhupada in many lectures he says, if somebody is not Krishna conscious, he's a rascal. He's a rascal. He says again and again, how you can find out who is a gentleman? A devotee. So, Krishna being a supreme, absolute Bhagavan, Lord of this world, supreme cause of all causes, he knew that in a material world, nobody is going to be happy. And that's why he said, Dukkhala Mashaswatam. It's a temporary and full of so many different types of problems. So he said, but even though it's a material world and there are so many problems, but a person who surrendered to Krishna and is diving again and again, always in the nectar of nectarian pastimes of Krishna, he doesn't have any problem. He doesn't have any problem. So that's why in order to teach a human being how to be happy, how to have a wonderful life, blissful life in this world, Arjuna is there, who is a Nara. Srila Prabhupada writes in a purport that if a human being, he tries to follow the path of devotees, Arjuna, and surrender to Krishna and abide all the instructions of Krishna, and accordingly he mold his life in such a way, then there will be no problem. So that's the reason Krishna, he showed this path and he took the guidance of Nara Narayana. We see Nrsingadev, then Matsya, then Kurma, it's all single. But Nara Narayana, why Nara is with Narayana? He says devotee and Bhagwan. Prabhupada says in many lectures, alone Krishna, what he will do? If you want to have bliss, then you are going temple and there is a beautiful deity of Krishna and there is no devotees. You are not going to feel nice over there. When devotees are there together, that's why Krishna says, Tesham satatyuktanam bhastam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam mamupyantite. He said, Tesham satatyuktanam bhastam priti purvakam. The devotees, when they come together and when they are chanting, serving Krishna, simply by seeing that, a person who is a non-devotee, a person who doesn't have faith in Krishna, if he sees a the group of devotees, he will also feel inspired. Wow, these people, they're looking so blissful, they're looking so happy. What they're doing? Simply chanting, dancing, right? Serving Krishna. That's why Krishna chosen this incarnation, Narayan with Nara. So the idea is, in a whole world, we have so many ISKCON centers. Prabhupada says again and again, I have built all these temples to give association to the normal people. So when normal people, they come to our temple, when they see the duty and devotees and process, devotional service, they will become devotee. And that's true. We all became devotee like this. I remember in myself, I joined in Delhi. The first time in my life, I went in ISKCON. Before that, I didn't know. I read Prabhupada Bhagavad-gita. And in Delhi, that time there was no temple. There was just shade kind of thing. And Radha Parsarthi and Gaurnitai were there. And I was invited by one devotee for Janmashtami, but I couldn't go on Janmashtami. I went next day. I thought, what this devotee will feel. Because I saw this devotee, same day, Braj Bhakti, he was Braj Bihari, Braj Bhakti Prabhu. So he the one who invited me, and he told me, come for Janmashtami, but I couldn't go. And evening time I was watching news, so it was there was a news about different temples Janmashtami celebration. And then I saw him, he is speaking. So I told my brother, he's the one who invited me, but I couldn't go today. I must go tomorrow, otherwise he will feel bad. I went next day. And I remember Gopala Krishna Goswami Maharaj he got up from the car, and after that there was a darshanarti. And first time in my life I heard Govindam Adi Purusham. And in ISKCON, it's not like superficial something. We worship whether America, whether India, anywhere, with a real flower. And Srila Prabhupada says, when you are doing service to Krishna, try to make it first class. First class. So we have a best type of incense, best type of flowers, everything fantastic. So when they opened the curtain, and then as soon as they opened the curtain, then Brahma Samhita started, Govindam Adi Purusham. And I'm telling you, when I saw this thing, before itself, when I saw the devotees clean shaved with a big tilak and everybody chanting, simply by seeing that, I was feeling how nice it would be if I can become like this. It's such a nice life. I got desire like that. And when I saw when they opened the curtain, and when I saw the deity, the fragrance of the flowers and the incense and the devotee chanting, whole thing, I felt this is the best ecstasy. This is the best ananda. There can't be joy like this. This is the best joy. And tears started flowing from my eyes and shivering, and I was thinking, wow, something is there. And I prayed to God, I want to be like this. So I asked one devotee, I want to join here. He said, do you chant 16 rounds? I told, what is that 16 round? You don't know 16 round? No. Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And I was initiated in a Ramakrishna mission by a sannyasi from Hyderabad, Swami Ranganathanand. And I was given Diksha by secret mantra. That mantra only I can chant in a seclusion. Nobody can know that. I cannot pronounce. That is so secret. So I told, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, what I have to do? You have to chant every day, 16 rounds. I told, I don't know, somebody has to explain to me. No, do you chant or no? I don't know. No, you cannot chant here. Do you eat meat? I don't know, no. Do you eat garlic? No. Gambling? No. He asked all these 4 things. He says, oh, so you are good. But chanting 16 rounds, no, you can't do. He was very strict. then it's my nature. Any new place I go, if I have to find out something, I ask 2-3 people. So I thought it's too strict. Let me ask second person. Second person I asked, who is a temple president at present, Mohan Rupa Prabhu. He's a temple president in Delhi ISKCON. So he was there, simple brahmachari. I asked him, and he's such a nice sadhu. He said, "You can join now." I can join. Yeah, you are already here. You are here. I thought it's so easy, and that one was so tough. Whom I should believe? Then I asked third person, who has become Ritvik, Vrindavan Chandra Prabhu. He's having his own center now. Give Gita, that one. Who always, any sentence he will say, the Bewakuf word he used again and again. Bewakuf, Bewakuf. So I asked him, that Prabhuji, I asked first guy this question and second guy, whom I should believe. Then he said, both of them they are correct. I told, but whom I should believe? What I should do? He said, you should believe me. I am telling you something. What? Mohan Rupa is very simple sadhu. So he told you good. That one is a vice president, the first one. Mohan Rupa is not president here. The first one, he has to arrange accommodation, food and everything, prasad and everything. So that's why he's concerned. Unless person is serious, he doesn't let them here. But why you want to join? I had a big hair. So whatever, it's a big story. But simply by seeing all this wonderful divine atmosphere and devotees, I got desire. And I joined. And then Krishna somehow accepted me. And by Guru Maharaj's mercy, life is going on till today. So, we're talking about Narayana. So Krishna took this form as a Narayan just to show normal people that we have to have Narayan in our life and we have to follow his instructions and then we'll be happy. Also, according to Bhagavad Purana, they were performing great penances and austerity in Himalaya at Badrinath. And this very famous story, I don't know, you all know or not. So there was a demon whose name was Sahasrakacha. You know who he is? He became Karna. So he thought this Narayan, they are simple sadhu. He was trying to attack them. He got defeated. And same Sahasra Kaucha rebirth took again birth like Karna in Krishna Lila. Another thing in Dwapar Yuga, Nara took birth as a Arjuna and Narayana as a Krishna. We have heard about Urvashi, right? So what happened? Demigods and Indra, when they see someone who is very austere, they become afraid that this guy he might come to the heaven. And then especially Indra, who is the king of chief manager of all the demigods, he also become disturbed. Oh, this person is very austere. Let us disturb him so that he will never come back here. So when they saw this Narayana, who were very austere, so many different types of penances they were performing. So these Devata, they united together and they complained to Indra. Indra heard this thing and he sent Kamadeva and Rati to spoil the devotion of Narayana. But he didn't know that they are not ordinary sadhus, they are the Supreme Lord. And Narayana, when he saw this thing, So wow. He took a flower, put on his thigh, and all the apsaras, actually Kamadev and Rati, they didn't come just by themselves. They came along with so many different types of the most beautiful apsaras also to disturb this two, according to them, this two saintly person, but Naranarayana. So Narayana took this one flower and put on his thigh, and from as soon as he touched his thigh, from that point, very million times more beautiful than all these apsaras, Urvashi appeared. So it says Ur means thigh. It's a Sanskrit word. And when she appeared, after her appearance, all the apsaras, their beauty became very insignificant. They started feeling shame. So Kamadev, Rati, along with these apsaras, all of them they went back. And Narayana sent this Urvashi also along with them. So she went to heaven. And then again, they were engaged in their penance and meditation. So there are many, many stories about Narayana. So, since I told that why Krishna took this form Narayana and why he was doing meditation. In the form of Narayana, he was doing only meditation and penances, but in the form of Krishna, he had so many wonderful sweet pastimes in Vrindavan, killing all the demons, performing rasa dance, performing so many leelas, lifting Govardhan hill for the protection of Brajvasis, stealing butter from the house of gopis, playing with the gopis and gopas. Only playing, but here in Narayana, so much austerity and penances. So Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport about King Rishabdev. He says, a King Rishab advised his sons, tapasya. So Krishna has given 26 qualities of devotees, Vaishnavas. If these 26 qualities are lacking in somebody's life and he is a devotee, it's contradictory. Devotee means you must have these qualities. So out of 26 qualities, there is one quality, tapasya. So we know through Maharaj, because of his tapasya, he was able to invite Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu has to come on this earthly planet because of his tapasya. And if you read Srimad Bhagavatham, it says Brahma was able to create this whole universe because of tapasya. And when Brahma was appeared, he saw around him nothing was there around him. He was bewildered. He thought, what is this? Where am I? All this thing, bewilderment. And then he heard one word, tapa. Again and again, 3 times. Tapa, tapa, tapa. And then he did tapasya. Then, because of tapasya, he was able to create this whole universe. Srila Prabhupada says, in our society, if somebody attends everyday Mangal Arati, we have a 4.5 hour package of spiritual activity every day in all the ISKCON temple. Like Mayapur, Vrindavan, they have a Mangal Arati like 4:30 morning. So you have to rise from the bed at 4 o'clock. So 4:30 Mangal Arati starts. 4:30 to 4:55, 25 minutes. Then Nirsing Arati, 10-15 minutes. Then Tulsi Arati, that is also another half an hour. And after Tulsi Arati, 2 hours japa. But in places like Mayapur, Vrindavan, japa, you'll be not able to finish because Aarti starts 7 o'clock and 1.5 hours you will get time. So you can chant 12 rounds. And then there's an Aarti there, which will go on another half an hour. Then there's a Guru Puja. And after Guru Puja, there's Srimad Bhagavatham class for 1 hour. And then all devotees, they go together in a prasadam hall, they honor prasadam from 9 o'clock. So from 9 to 9:30, prasadam. So how many hours? From 4 o'clock. The moment you get up from your bed, why you are getting from your bed? You know that you have to go Mangala. So you start thinking, wow, today what kind of dress Krishna will have? Who's going to sing Mangalarti? You know, all these different types of thought about Krishna only, it's coming in your mind. So your spiritual activity started at 4 o'clock. And by the time you finish your prasadam, it's 9:30. So how many hours? 5.5, right? Every day. Just a few days ago, maybe a week ago, the morning time I tried to read the Srimad Bhagavatam. So I read it. One day I Ajamil Katha. It was such a nectar. I read almost half an hour, 45 minutes. And the whole day I was thinking, wow, this chanting is so powerful. How long I read? Just half an hour. And morning time, if you do Mangalarti or just show the incense also to Krishna, whole day you'll be thinking, oh, it was so nice. You do just for 5 minutes, half an hour, you feel so nice. And if somebody is doing every day 5.5 hours activities, what will happen to him? But Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, my devotees, they are under the protection of divine energy. Normal people, they are under the protection of Maya Shakti. You know, all this TV, phone, movie, YouTube, Instagram, so many things are going on in the world. It's all Maya's environment. Now, most people, they are captivated in that. But devotees, no, they are not in that. So, Prabhupada says, if somebody does every day these activities, rising early morning, and then he does the Mangalarti, Guru Puja, chanting, Bhagavatam class, or if he himself is studying Bhagavatam every day, if he does every day, he will get some spiritual power, potency. And he can do so many things. Like in the case of Srila Prabhupada, once, this very famous story, somebody came to Srila Prabhupada and says, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, try to be yogi. And you are telling, try to be bhakta. So Prabhupada asked, why yogi? You don't understand what is Krishna's statement's meaning. What do you mean to say? You don't understand. But anyway, why yogi? Why not bhakta? Why yogi? Why you want to become yogi? He said, yogi can do so many miracles. What miracle? They can walk on the water and they can produce the fruits. But Prabhupada being an acharya, Prabhupada being a wonderful devotee of Krishna, his foreigner disciple, they used to say, Srila Prabhupada knew everything. Nothing in this world about which Srila Prabhupada didn't know anything. He knew everything. So further Srila Prabhupada says, there was a guy who disappeared from his village, and after 30 or 35 years, 40 years, he came to village. So everybody asked, where you have been? He said, I was doing tapasya in Himalaya and all this thing. I was yogi. Wow. So what achievement you got? He says, I can cross this river simply by walking on the water. I can produce apple in the air. So there was one village, simple guy, he says, so in order to cross this river, in order to walk on the water, you spend 40 hours in the forest in the Himalaya. I can pay just 2 paisa to boat wala and I can cross this river. You wasted your 40 years time. And just to get one small apple, you spent 40 years. I can pay just few cents and then I can get one apple. So then Srila Prabhupada says, miracle. I went west. So many people, Western people, they became devotee. See, Prabhu is an example here. They started putting dhoti kurta, women, they started putting saris. And I got so many temples, so many wonderful devotees. This is not miracle. This is miracle. This is miracle. But how it happened? Single-handedly, Srila Prabhupada did. Why? He had some power. Right? He had a power. Once Prabhupada was walking and some of his disciples, they asked, Srila Prabhupada, whenever you walk your head like this. Why you walk your head like this? You never walk like this, like this. You know what Srila Prabhupada says? He says, I'm looking for any rascal who can come and challenge me and I'll defeat him. That's why I'm looking. That Prabhupada, Bhakti Vikas Maharaj has written one book about Srila Prabhupada. Wonderful Srila Prabhupada. The way Srila Prabhupada speaks, wonderful. The way Srila Prabhupada walks, wonderful. It's a beautiful book. So, anything about Srila Prabhupada says, whenever I lecture, all this disciples, I don't know how many times I say, you're rascal, crazy, chandala, this, that. And these people, instead of getting angry, they laugh and they smile. They don't feel bad. Because all the devotees knew that how much love is behind that. Out of love, out of concern, out of care, Srila Prabhupada used to say his disciples. And then, what he said, Krishna is so kind, my Guru Maharaj is so kind to me. He has sent all these wonderful boys and girls to me to help me in my mission. So, Prabhupada did tapasya whole life. Srila Prabhupada never slept more than 2 hours. Never. 1.5 or 2 hours. Maybe some time nap during daytime of 10 minutes maximum. So, somebody can think, how come Srila Prabhupada did such an amazing thing? Tapasya. And Prabhupada being an acharya, pure devotee of Krishna, he had a vast project and he did that. We individual, each and every individual devotee, if they do also this thing every day sincerely, whether they are in a home or temple or anywhere they are, if they are also very serious, they can bring a revolution in their own life. And they can be completely perfected. We see so many brahmacharis, especially Gaurang Prabhu, Radhesham Prabhu, they are traveling, so many devotees are there. This Maharajas, Sannyasis, Gurus, they are traveling whole world. How come they are not attracted by this glimpse of Maya? How come? They have tapasya. Swadhyaya, rising early morning, doing it. So they have always reciprocation with Krishna's holy name, Krishna's divine pastimes, and because of that, they can defend themselves from all this bad thing. So tapasya required. That's why Srila Prabhupada said, I lost it. It was 13983. Yeah, so Srila Prabhupada says, tapasya or voluntary acceptance of penance for realization of the transcendence is the only duty of the human being. It was so done by the Lord Himself in an exemplary manner to teach us. So, all the like we have many rules and regulations like no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling. Since we are a devotee, we are practicing for a long time, we might think this is nothing. No, this is very big thing. Outside in the world, if you ask anyone, it's bad to eat meat, it's bad to gamble, it's bad to have intoxication. People will think that we are crazy. So when we do this thing, then we'll be able to chant. Chanting 16 rounds, studying Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, having faith in Krishna's name. It's not easy. Not everybody can do that. Srila Prabhupada says again and again, if somebody is not sinless, he cannot do bhakti. He cannot do bhakti. Who does bhakti? A person who is free from sinful reaction. He does bhakti. So, tapasya, yes. What happened? Tapasya means like purification. We have so many things like those who are Brahmin initiated, they have to chant 3 times Gayatri, morning, noon, evening. Plus they have to chant their round. And food, eating from outside is forbidden. No. Devotional life is very easy, but same time it's very difficult. If person is not very careful and if he is not very serious, he eats anywhere, everything. And then slowly what happened? Chanting will become burden. He will start get boring. He will feel, oh, it's boring. Devotional life, spiritual life is boring. Chanting is boring. Reading Srimad Bhagavatham, Bhagavad Gita is boring. Let's watch movie. Let's do prajalpa. You will have no taste. Because slowly, impurity is taking place in his character. And that will not let him to come to Krishna. So two things, black and white. Black is black, white is white, right? The bad smell and good smell, it can't be together. Daylight and night, darkness cannot be together. So spiritual life, material life cannot be together. But somebody can ask, what is this? Material life and spiritual life cannot be together. What do you mean? Like many devotees are there, many brahmacharis are there. So working outside is bad? Having family is bad? No, Krishna says, Srila Prabhupada said, no. Anything you have, try to use for the service of Krishna, then it's fine. If a householder, you have like maybe 10 kids, if you are parents of 10 kids, you have a big business, you have so many things going on. But the central point in your life is to please Krishna. Whatever things you are doing within the core of your heart, the same thinking is going on. Krishna is the cause of all causes. My intelligence, my strength, whatever, my property, my wife, my kids, whatever is there, Krishna is the cause of all causes. Because of him, everything is there. So, our energy, our knowledge, our intelligence, everything has to be dedicated to serve Krishna. Then it's fantastic. And there is one single brahmachari or sannyasi, externally he is sannyasi, brahmachari or whatever, he is a single, celibate. But internally he is having so much attachment. Oh, it's mine, it's my money, it's my money. So even though he is a single, and externally looking like he is very dedicated, renounced, no, it's a problem. You'll get bondage. So material life means forgetful of Krishna. Whether householder, whether brahmacharya, sannyasi, anyone, if he forgets Krishna and he's thinking something else, it's material. But even the householder, like Amrish Maharaj, he was a king, he was a Raja. He had so many horses, elephants, so much diamond, gold, so many, he was a king, right? He was not least attached to anything. His courtiers, his people, they used to ask Maharaj, you don't enjoy anything, Maharaj, why like this? And he used to say, how long I'm going to be king? One day I'm going to die. Then what? I'm going to carry all this thing. Then he said very beautifully, all these things you see, the kingdom, crown, diamond, this, that, it's just like dream. It's just like dream. We should not try to fall prey for all these things. Just a few days ago I was reading about Chitraketu Maharaj. He didn't have son, he got son. And he died. It's a big story. So Narad Muni and Angira Rishi, they come and they further give all the instructions to solace him. So Narad Muni says, in this world everything is temporary. Nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. Everything just like dream. But you know, the guy who is drunk or took maybe some big doses of drug or wine or anything, he doesn't know who is he, where is he, what is he doing, for what, I mean, he's completely bewildered, he doesn't have intelligence to think. So similarly, karmi people, non-devotee people, even though they have not taken wine or drugs, but they are intoxicated. They are intoxicated. How come? Because of their wealth and three modes of material nature, especially mode of passion and greed, mode of passion and ignorance. They cannot think more than that. So, Prabhupada said in one lecture, how long we are going to live in this world? How long? If we calculate nicely, sincerely about our life, how many more years we have? Till today, whatever life we had, that's gone. We have to count from now. If I'm 50, how many more years? My wife's mother-in-law, she didn't have any problems. She was a healthy lady. She passed away at the age of 72. I'm a very big fan of music and ragas and all this traditional music. So one day I thought about these singers, Muhammad Rafi and Mukesh and all these things. And I checked when they died. All of these people, they died 52, 55, 58. All this. Kishore Kumar died at the age of 48 or something. So all these big actors, they also they don't survive more than 70 or Even the Dara Singh, who never lost any matches, he died at the age of 84. So how many more years we have? Another 20 years, right? Could be 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. 30 years, right? So we are very busy to improve this 30 years. But after death, we are going to transmigrate throughout 8,400,000 different species of life. Not only for 30 years. It says 8,400,000. So we are very much concerned, busy improving this 30 years, 20 years which is going to come. But we are forgetting and we don't have any clue that after death I am going to suffer a repeated chain of birth, death, old age and disease. But so many lifetimes, not 1 million, not 2 million, not 10 million, 8,400,000. So Srila Prabhupada says, the business of Brahmin. This is the business of Brahmin to think about future, what will happen after death, who is controlling all this universe, what's happening. All this spiritual thoughts comes in the mind of Brahmin. But karmi people, non-devotee people, this type of intelligence, this type of thought will not come. Why? Krishna says, if somebody is my devotee serving me, I give them understanding. But if somebody is not devotee of Krishna, then why Krishna will give intelligence? Srila Prabhupada says, it's a cloudy outside, right? But if you pierce the cloud in an airplane, if you're going, and if you go above clouds, there's a sunshine. So those who have been in an airplane many times, they have gone through the clouds, so they know, oh, there is a sun. But even they, when they are on earth, during cloudy day, they cannot see the sun, right? Because why? In between them and sun, there is a cloud, right? And those who never been through airplane, by airplane through the clouds, whenever there is a cloudy day, they think that, oh, there is no sun. No sun is there. So similarly, since a person is not devotee, is not seriously engaged in the service of Krishna, Srila Prabhupada says again and again, Krishna knows heart of each and every one. Who are you? What you are doing? Not about you only. He knows about each and every living entity. Everything. So, if a person is not engaged in the service, he is having different understanding. He cannot think all these things. Only devotee, Krishna favors him. So, my mother-in-law passed away, and yesterday I was thinking, today I shared with Prabhu my realization. I told him that when we order something through Amazon, right? When the box comes to our house, you see, so nicely it's packed, right? Sometimes you cannot damage the box, it's so nicely, tightly packaged. So this box, listen carefully. The moment this box was prepared, very nicely, protective way, so that on the way it will be safe, it's not going to be damaged, and the person who has ordered, he will get the package. So what happened? Now this package doesn't have any freedom, right? This package has no freedom. One place it was packed nicely, and till the time it reaches to the actual recipient, the owner of this box, so many different places it goes through, and then finally it reaches to the person. And then what happened? This person damage the package, take out his thing. So I was thinking, our life is just like that. None of us will desire such and such day will take birth. None of us will desire, oh, I'll take birth as a black or white or Indian or Japanese or American. None of us will desire. None of us will desire, I'll take birth as a boy or a girl. It happened, right? We didn't do anything. It happened. We always say about my date of birth, my date of birth, such and such. We didn't decide to appear to take birth on such and such. It happened. Right? We don't want to get old. It's happening. We don't want to get disease. It's happening. Nobody wants to die. Everybody's dying. That's why Krishna says throughout Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, all the acharyas, they say about one word, ego. Do not try to have ego. Why say it? Ego for what? If somebody is having ego, I'm a big man. What big man you are? If Elon Musk, who is the richest person of the world, right? He's having how much? $777 billion. Right? How much money? Too much money. He's a genius man. But can he change his old age? Like normal. Srila Prabhupada says in one lecture, very beautiful. See Krishna's energy, how it's working. Whether Elon Musk, whether Ambani, whether any richest person or actor or anyone, the four problems everybody has to go through. Nature doesn't leave anyone. Do you think that Elon Musk was having this much money when he was born? He was smiling? No, he was crying. His mother was also crying. Do you think that one homeless guy who doesn't have any money, no clothes, nothing, when he was born, he was not crying? He was also crying. Do you think that Elon Musk is not getting old? No, he's getting old. Do you think that he doesn't get fever or sneezing or cold? No, he also gets. And do you think that he's not going to die? He's also going to die. So, ego and puffed upness for what? Whoever you are going to die one day. Then ego for what? That's why Krishna says, don't try to have ego. The person who is having ego, Krishna doesn't like that person. That's why Krishna, same Krishna as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Trinadapi sune chena taurori vaseshtuna marina marande na Krishna sudahari. He says, that's why I always say, we always hear that Krishna has name what? Dina Bandhu, Dina Dayal. We never heard Dhani Bandhu, Dhani Dayal. We hear about Dina Bandhu, Dina Dayal. You know, Ram Navami, there's a story about this Navami. Ashtami, you know, Krishna took birth as Ashtami day. And Navami Tithi was very inauspicious. Nobody was doing any work in that Tithi. So she was very humble. Sitting in one corner, Lord Ramchandra saw so many people, so many Tithi, but as soon as Lord Ramchandra saw this Navami Tithi, he was impressed because of her humbleness. And he approached, what's the matter? Why you are so sad? She told, I'm very inauspicious. Nobody does any work in my Tithi. So I'm a little sad. He said, I like you because you are very humble. And I'm going to take birth in your Tithi. And from that day, you'll become glorious. And then Lord Ramchandra appeared at Navami Tithi. So Krishna likes a person who is very humble. Because if somebody is very humble, he's a genuine person, a very intelligent person. He's a good guy. Because he knows Krishna is the supreme cause of all causes. What I am. Who am I? For what I should become very puffed up? And for what reason I should have ego? Krishna is doing everything. Mother Nature is doing everything. Our intelligence, everything is supplied by Krishna. For ego for what? I'm not doer. I'm not the cause of anything. Krishna is doing everything. So, I was telling, so it's like package. One day we are given this body, and one day it's going to be taken away. So the idea is, there are 8,400,000 different species of life. So many different types of cats, lion, dog, insects, germs. Why Mother Nature has given us human body? Why? Same living entity. Within you, within me, within you, within cats, dogs, pig, germs. They're all same living entity. But all this same living entity, soul, they have a different types of body. That's why Krishna says, Advashta sarva bhutana. Try to be non-envious towards all living entity, because each and every living entity is my part and parcel. So he said, so why all this differing, same living entity but they have a different body? Why Mother Nature has given this body? We buy so many things from Samsung, Walmart, this, that, but the body we didn't buy. Body is given by nature, human body. Why? For what reason? For only one reason, Mother Nature has given us this human body. To do dharma, that's all. To do dharma. Excellent thought, excellent thinking, excellent willingness. Nothing without dharma. Each and everything we have to do dharma according to scriptures. pure bhakti, sincere bhakti. We must please Krishna in this life. We must please Krishna. We must control our senses. We must develop our knowledge from the scriptures. We must believe we must believe in the scriptures. We must associate with the serious devotees. That is the duty. That is the purpose of having human body. If we are not doing this thing, then after crossing 8,400,000 different species of life, we are given this body, right? And once we lose, again we have to transmigrate through 8,400,000. And after completing the cycle of 8,400,000 different species of life, again will be provided human body, which we have got currently. At present we have already. Think, when we go home, just think sincerely. How we got this human body? Did we buy? No. How we got it? Nature has given. For what? Each and everything is there, and there is a cause behind. Without reason, nothing is there. Anything you see, there is a reason behind. So such a wonderful, beautiful body we have got. Why nature has given? Why cats are there, dogs are there, humans are there? Why? We have gone through so many different types of bodies, but this time we have got human body. Why nature has given? Just to be extraordinary living entity. That is human. That's why we see in the case of 6 Goswami, Guru Parampara, they were also human beings. But they had a perfect understanding. That's why you see their life. Nothing without Krishna consciousness. Everything based on the scriptures. That's perfection. That's the perfection. Otherwise, it's a waste of time. Srila Prabhupada says, Bhajan kara, in Bengali he says, Bhajan kara, sadhan kara, marte samay jana jaya. Like, how was your life, whole life? At the time of death, we'll come to know. At the time of death, if you call out Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare, your life was wonderful. And if you're not able to chant at the time of death, you are thinking something of my property, my this, that. Hare, what you will do? You can't do anything. If you are devotees, then Vishnu Duta will be waiting for you. If you are not devotee, then Yamduta will be waiting for you, but you can't do anything. So today I was listening lecture. Srila Prabhupada said, I know one guy in Calcutta, very rich guy, he was dying. Doctor told that you are not going to survive. He said, can't you give me at least 4 months? For what? I have some project. So Srila Prabhupada said, this rascal, what project? You are going to die now. And 4 months also if you get, what you are going to do? Can you become immortal now? But this rascal is thinking about that thing. He should think that further what I'm going to be after death. So that's why Srila Prabhupada says here very nicely. Tapasya or voluntary acceptance of penances for realization of the transcendence is the only duty of the human being. Tapasya. Simple living, high thinking. Right? And this simple living, high thinking, it was given by Mahatma Gandhi. But actually it's taken away from Krishna's instructions. What is called? That verse says, I'm forgetting. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Bhogeshwarya prasaktanam tya paritasetsam vyoshatmika buddhi samadhana vidyate. It's the same thing. So Mahatma Gandhi twisted in his own style on simple living, high thinking. It's not twisted, but he made it shortcut. So that's true. If somebody become very materially very puffed up, he cannot think about Krishna. Right? One day we are going to die, and after death, what will happen? Nobody is having any clue. Nobody is thinking. Party, getting together, jokes, this, that, fun, songs, dance. That's nice, but then you are forgetting the real thing. One day we are going, like we see, so we have been so many times in a funeral of somebody else, right? So many devotees also, and our friends that they have died, and we have been in their funeral, right? One day there will be funeral, our funeral. We'll be not in that body, our body will be burning in a funeral home, somebody else will be there. And after that, we don't think anything. Who is going to be our father? Who is going to be our mother? Whether I'm going to sleep, if I'm going to become tree, birds, I have to sleep on that tree, right? If I become deer here somewhere in West Virginia, we're going to be crushed by this 18-wheel trucks. If you become chicken, they're going to fry and they're going to eat. It's true, right? If Krishna says, that's true, right? If Krishna says to Arjuna, sincerely adopt the bhakti, otherwise so much suffering is awaiting. That's true, right? I always say, people are so bewildered. Many, even devotees, they don't have so much faith. Whether Bhagavad Gita is right. Who has seen? I have come across to so many devotees. It's hard to believe all this thing is true. They have a question mark. So I always say that when we cook rice in the cooker, how much rice? If we are cooking maybe 100 gram, very less rice, less quantity, still you cannot count each and every rice, right? So in order to find out whether it's cooked or not, what do? We check just 2 or 3 rice, right? If 1 rice, 2 rice is cooked, means all the rice are cooked, right? So here you take out any verses from the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, it's 100% meaningful. Any one sloka you take out, it's 100% meaningful. Means everything is fact. Everything is true. So if Krishna says about 8,400,000 different species of life, transmigration, that's true. If Krishna says if you are living in a mode of ignorance and after death you are going to become cat and dog, that's true. If Krishna says if you are living in a pure mode of goodness, you will take birth again as a human being in a Brahmin house, or you might go back home to, that's true. That's true. If everything is true, then why you are not becoming sincere and serious? That there is a reason. Our own lack of bhajan, the food from hidden thither. Narad Muni says in Narad Bhakti Sutra, in our spiritual practice, the biggest problem is food. If you eat anything cooked by non-devotee, whose goal of life is sense gratification, who doesn't have any faith in scripture and God, you eat again and again cooked food by him, you will become more like him. You will stop chanting, you will stop reading, and slowly you will lose all your faith in Krishna. You will become like that person. And if you eat cooked food, if you eat a food cooked by very wonderful devotee, who will like not even 1 second he forget Krishna. Each and every second he is remembering Krishna. While sleeping, while working, while doing everything, he knows that Krishna is my life. Krishna is my life and soul. Without Krishna, nothing is there. Always Krishna. Like Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada was pure devotee. 24 hours. Whatever Prabhupada says in his lecture purport, he means that and he used to do that. He says, 24-hour Krishna conscious. Prabhupada was 24-hour Krishna conscious. That's why whatever he cooked, and whomever he fed, everybody became devotee. That is Srila Prabhupada. So like that, if we are, then no problem. So, it's not easy. I'm sorry to quote, but I'm quoting, even though it's a Mayavadi. Vivekananda. He says spiritual life means, walking bare feet on brand new sword in a sword. You can't walk. If you walk, you are going to cut your leg. So why you say this thing? Like when we drive, how careful we are. You can't, while driving, you think, oh, let me close my eyes for 1 minute. Are 1 minute? 2 seconds also, if you close, finished. See, spiritual life like that. Each and every second. Control. Like if we have to go from here to New Vrindavan, how long? It takes 8 hours, right? So suppose you are driving or Mata is driving, anyone driving. If you are going New Vrindavan from here, it takes 6 to 8 hours. If you are going New York, 1.5 hour, whatever. So that much time, 1.5 hour, constantly on steering, rear view mirror, side mirror, left mirror, right mirror, brake, accelerator, speed, police, everything we are conscious, right? Each and every second. For 6 hours when you do this thing, you are in a New Vrindavan. So similarly, in a human life also, in devotee's life, each and every second, the way we drive and we are careful, like steering again and again, we do like this. Why? If it goes little right side lane, touch it. If this side, balance, right? In the middle of the lane, you have to have our car. Not right side extremely or left side. If it's extremely left side or right side, it's going to hit someone or somebody hit us. So that's why we're very, very careful. The speed also, so that police will not give us ticket. We will not hit anyone, right? So in spiritual life like that. In a kitchen, there is a knife. What do we do? We just use for cutting vegetable and fruits. So similarly, phone, TV, this, that, there. No problem. We can watch news or Mahabharata or Ramayana or Prabhupada lecture, but not movie, YouTube and all these things, junk thing. We have to control again and again. So if we control in a whole life like this, or food, hungry, let me have this one, no problem. If we control like this in a spiritual life, so the way we control for 6 hours, we are in New Vrindavan. Similarly, if we control whole life from bad thing, we'll be back home, back to Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Anyone has any comments, questions? Okay. Switch it off. Thank you, Rasachaitanya Prabhu, for wonderful examples. So there are some online devotees, let me ask them. Online devotees, do you have any questions? Quickly. And we are running out of time. Yes, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Chaitanya Prabhuji. Thank you so much for this class. And first of all, our condolences to the family and our prayers are always with you. And you take a very nice and excellent class today, and a lot of examples you all are very good examples actually, and real life examples. So which is very useful for the bhakti. And the example you gave from the Shiksha Ashtakam verse number 3, I think if we follow, it is very difficult to follow that Trinadapi Shunichina, but that is a very the big thing if we achieve that in our whole life. So that's the only thing, and I have no questions, but thank you so much again, and thank you Mukta Sangha Prabhu.
Thank you, Vanit Prabhu. Okay, good.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Donut pranam.
Yes.
Yeah, very wonderful class, Prabhuji. And we did not even realize like it is 8 o'clock. And we heard like each and every realization and your sharing, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Like we really enjoyed it. Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, online devotees. So now we'll have kids sloka session. Is that there? Yes, kids, please come up. Quick. Yeah.
Daivi Shagunamai Mama Maya Duratya Mame Vaya Prapadyante Maya Medam Tarantite. This divine energy of mine, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome, but those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
Devi Esha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mam Eva Yi Prapadyante Mayam Etam Tarantite. Translation. This divine power, energy of mine, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. But those who are surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it.
Haribol.
I want to suggest one idea for the kids. If you want to remember sloka nicely, what you do? Like you wanted to speak this verses today here. So next time the sloka you have to speak, that sloka what you do? Write down on the paper, few papers. One paper you put in the bathroom on the mirror, one on the door, one on the right in front of you when you are eating, the dining table, in the kitchen, wherever you are, near the bed. So in a day, 5 or 6 times you are going to see and you just chant. By the end of this week, you can remember nicely.
Good. Ready to do that, kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Devi Esha Gunamai Mama Maya Dorataya Mami Vavya Pravanante Maya Medam Tarantite. This divine energy of mine, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome, but those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it.
Very well.
Devi hi esha gunamayi mama maya duratyaya mam eva ye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite.
Translation.
This divine energy of mine, consisting of three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome, but those who have surrendered unto me can cross beyond it easily.
Daivesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mameve Prapadyante Maya Me Tam Taranti Te. This divine energy of mine, which consists of the three modes of material nature, is very difficult to overcome. But those who surrender unto me are able to easily overcome this. 7th February. Spiritual anxiety means you're advancing in spiritual life, and material anxiety means you're going downhill. Maya is so strong that as soon as I'm sitting in a solitary place, then I'm thinking of money and women. Therefore, we should live always in the assembly of devotees and chant Hare Krishna and save ourselves from the danger of material fall down. 8th February. One who seeks pleasure externally, he is materialist, and one who seeks pleasure internally, he is spiritualist. February 9th. We should always remember that our body is not for sense gratification. It is for Krishna's service only. And to render very good sound service to Krishna, we should not neglect the upkeep of the body. 10th February. Mango is so nice. Either ripened or unripened, it is always good. And that goodness may be tasted by different types of men. But mango is always good. Mango is mango, king of all fruits. So devotional service is king of all processes of God realization. That is, its position always, either ripened or unripened. 11th February. When we are children, innocent, we have no bad habits, but as we grow and associate with bad company, we also acquire all these bad habits. To give up all these bad habits means we have to associate with sadhus or devotees, saintly persons. Then we can give it up. This is called anartha nivritti. Anartha nivritti means giving up all unwanted bad habits. 12th February. The spiritual master and Krishna are two parallel lines. The train on two tracks moves forward. The spiritual master and Krishna are like these two tracks. They must be served simultaneously. Krishna helps one to find bona fide spiritual master, and bona fide spiritual master helps one to understand Krishna. If one does not get bona fide spiritual master, then how can he ever understand Krishna? You cannot serve Krishna without spiritual master, or serve just spiritual master without serving Krishna. They must be served simultaneously. 13th February. A devotee always accepts his distress as minimized by God's mercy, although he would have to suffer many more times the suffering. Anyone who accepts this philosophy of God's mercy in suffering conditions and still makes progress in Krishna consciousness, it is said that he is sure to go back to home, back to Godhead. 14th February. We are trapped souls in a state of forgetfulness of Krishna, and Krishna is giving you the chance to now re-establish your relationship with him by this chanting process. So take full advantage of it and be happy.
His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. It's a wonderful quotes. So don't skip when you get these quotes. Please take a moment to read this. It's a deep knowledge is there in those quotes. Thank you, online devotees. I have two announcements to be made, which is very important. So please be attentive. The dates coming up. Okay, we are expecting a big festival. Which is the next festival? Gaur Purnima. What date is it? 3rd? March 3rd. That's a weekday. So we are going to celebrate the following Saturday, which is March 17th. Please mark your calendars. 7th, March 7th, which is Saturday. Please mark your calendars. His Grace Vishnugada Prabhu will be coming. He is a special guest that day. He is in India now. He confirmed that he is going to grace the occasion. So March 7th. Okay. We'll have a special event that day. And also, if you all wish, if you are ready, we can do a drama. Kids, ready? Say Haribol. Everyone. So everyone is ready. So we have very short time, but we can make it. We have done within a week, actually, many times. So we can still do it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pastimes. So the second thing is March 27th. March 27th is again Saturday.
Friday, 27th is
27th is Friday or Saturday? Friday. Okay. So 27th, 28th, 29th. So we are expecting His Grace Adigadada Prabhu and family to come here to this town. So they are available for 3 days. So we'll have wonderful programs. 27th probably at anybody's residence. And 28th, it's an inauguration, DT inauguration at Vanit Prabhu's place. Okay, so we are going to have, not inauguration, it's anniversary. Sorry, it's first year anniversary. So we are going to celebrate there. So program is going to be there. And then Sunday probably at the temple. So it's not confirmed yet. It most probably will be at the temple. So 27, 28, 29. Please mark your calendars. Those are very...
All 3 days?
All 3 days there will be programs. So if you are interested...
Different places, right?
Yeah, we haven't decided yet, but it's going to be... But they are available for that weekend. So it's going to be wonderful to take their association always.
So out of these 3 days, 1 day is going to be at Vanit Prabhu's place?
Yes, Saturday. Saturday is going to be at Vanit Prabhu's place. And then this Sunday probably at the temple, ISKCON Philadelphia.
So Saturday no program here, right?
Yeah, no, there's not going to be a program here. Okay. So this is on March 28th. Program is not going to be here. So those are the two announcements. Thank you. Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmane Vaishnave Svalpa Punyavatam Rajan Vishvaso Naiva Jayate Sharira Vidya Jal Jadendriyata Hekal Jiva Phele Vishya Sagare Tara Madhya Jivati Lubho mai sudurmati. Take jeta katina samsare. Krishna Borodaya mai. Puribara jiva jai. Swaprasada nadilo bhai. Sri Annamrita pao. Sri Radha Krishna gunagao. Prem Dakpo Chaitanya Nitai. Jai Nimai Jai Nitai. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhara. Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radha Krishna Mahaprasadam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. And last note that now that weather is getting better and better, I guess it's going to be much better going forward. So please spread this message to your friends, neighbors, whomever you can. As I said in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, whoever spreads my message, they are very dear to me, Krishna. So please spread this message that we have a program here, they can attend every Saturday. And all those who are getting to this transition, some are sick, so we wish them to get better soon. Thank you, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari.